Good morning. Good to see you again out here as you're walking in the woods with me. Nice bright spring day. Looking pretty good out here. So this morning I was reading a piece from a daily meditation that I get from Richard Rohr. He's a Franciscan Roman Catholic priest out in the West, and he has a site on the contemplative action. Does a lot of work with men's groups too. But he was talking about the Japanese tradition of walking in the woods. It's called forest bathing. Shinrin Yoku, I think is the name, translated to be forest bathing. You know, that's what we're doing every morning. It's this forest bathing that we're doing as we walk along and take a look at what's going on, to listen to the birds, to see the first of the very earliest wildflowers here in our woods are these little tiny yellow flowers. They can't be about an eighth of an inch wide. They're just so small, and they're starting to bloom now, and others will follow in their path. They're the first blazers out there. They get up bright and early. Oh, glorious day. You know, I think that's why Jesus spent a lot of time in the wilderness, is that he realized that, like the rest of us, that you need to have your batteries charged. And I think going out in the wilderness does that for us, that we can just relax. In fact, when it comes to this echo walking, there's been some research done that it actually reduces our tension and actually spikes up some hormones for us, so we feel good. So when you get out and walk in the green in the woods, and you know, this isn't running in the woods. This is really contemplatively walking in the woods and being aware of all that's around us. The wind that now blows in my face, the birds, and we just saw a myrtle warbler just coming across the path of going north for the summer. The smells, the little flowers, the greening, the green buds that are popping all around us. It's all part of that, and very part of bathing ourselves in the woods. So Jesus did that as a way to show us what we should be doing. And that's for those of us who try to follow Jesus, that's that modeling. When Jesus actively protests against injustice and overturns the tables in the temple, well, maybe we should be called to speak out and act when we see injustice around us. And when Jesus, after that, rests in the wilderness, gets away from the crowds, it's also a message for us to model that same kind of behavior. That's really, really important. And it's especially important for us during this time of pandemic. We're going on to almost a month now. What's going to be like 2 months from now? 4, 5? What's it going to be like in the fall? So we have to think about ways that we are taking care of us so that we can better take care of others. And that means time for ourselves and exercising and walking and contemplating. And I think the most important thing we need to think about today is, what is it that we are learning from this experience, from this time of pain and loss and grief? What is it that we are learning from this? What are the really positive things that we're learning, and how we want to carry them into the future beyond the pandemic? And to really hold up those very, very important things we're learning about time, about resting, about patience and relaxing, and about serving others and loving them. All right, well, thanks. Coming along again as we join these morning walks. Hope you have a great day. God bless you and your work.